If you've ever searched for woodworking tools on Amazon, you've probably seen hundreds of gadgets promising to make your projects easier, faster, and more accurate. Some have thousands of 5-star reviews. Some claim to be must-have workshop upgrades. And some look so useful that it's almost impossible not to click buy now. But here's the question. Do any of them actually work? Or are they just clever marketing? Today, I bought 10 of the most popular woodworking gadgets on Amazon. And by the end of this video, we'll find out which ones are genuinely useful, and which ones are complete junk. Trust me. One of these gadgets was so bad that I couldn't believe people actually gave it 5 stars. Let's start with gadget number 10. At first glance, this thing looked amazing online. Thousands of positive reviews, professional-looking product photos, and promises that sounded almost too good to be true. Unfortunately, they were. The moment I opened the package, I noticed the first problem. The build quality felt cheap. Really cheap. Still, I wanted to give it a fair chance. Because sometimes inexpensive tools perform surprisingly well. So I tested it on a real woodworking project. And within minutes, I discovered something the Amazon listing conveniently forgot to mention. This gadget wasn't saving time. It was creating extra work. Instead of making the task easier, it actually made it harder. Not exactly a great start. Moving on to gadget number 9. This one was different. Unlike the previous tool, this gadget immediately felt more promising. Solid construction, good design, and surprisingly good first impressions. But appearances can be deceptive. Because after a few minutes of testing, a major flaw appeared. The concept was brilliant. The execution wasn't. And that's often the problem with woodworking gadgets. Many solve problems that don't actually exist. Or create new problems while trying to fix old ones. At this point, 2 gadgets had already disappointed me, but then we reached gadget number 8. And everything changed. This thing was incredible. Simple, affordable, and genuinely useful. Within seconds, I understood why so many woodworkers recommended it. No gimmicks. No marketing tricks. Just a smart tool that solved a real problem. Finally. A winner. But don't get too comfortable. Because the next gadget might have been the most ridiculous product in the entire experiment. When I first saw it on Amazon, I honestly thought it was a joke. The reviews said otherwise. Thousands of people loved it. So I bought it. And the results were interesting. Let's just say there's a reason this gadget ended up near the bottom of the rankings. As we moved through the list, a pattern started appearing. The gadgets with the most impressive marketing weren't necessarily the most useful. And some of the simplest products were delivering the biggest surprises. Then we arrived at gadget number 5. The halfway point. And this is where the rankings became much more competitive. Because from here onward, every gadget had potential. Some were genuinely impressive. Others looked ordinary but performed far better than expected. And one particular gadget completely shocked me, not because it worked, but because it worked so much better than I imagined. By now, I had already eliminated several products from my workshop forever. But the best gadgets were still waiting. And the number 1 spot? That was about to become a serious battle.